Morning guys. So I thought I'd drop you another quick lockdown tip. Last week we talked about how your but matters, didn't we? We said that you may be feeling lonely right now, but there'll be a time in the future when you get to hang out with all your mates again. You may be feeling like you know less than you ever did, but there'll be a time when you're back at school and things feel like they're flowing again. You may be frustrated being stuck at home with your family, and maybe they dictate your mood. You know, whatever's going on around you affects whether you have a good day or not. But there'll be a time in the future when it's your life, when you lead it, and your actions affect your life more than other people's actions affect your life. And we said the way to get through this was to think about your but, to think about that future moment. Today I want to talk to you briefly about how we can help with the motivation in our days, and I want to use this book here, a book called Atomic Habits by James Clear. And in it, if I can flick to the right page, there's a useful little diagram that I want to try and show you. I don't know if I can, because flipping the phone might be a bit awkward. Let's have a look. Can I show you? I'm assuming, there you go, you can see that. That's the diagram I want to talk to you about. What you've got going on here are lots of small moments, and each moment leads to the next. Now this seems like a really simple and obvious point, and the diagram doesn't really seem like it's worth drawing, but I think this matters particularly right now, the idea that little moments lead to the next. You might find that you're struggling with motivation right now and you're not getting as much work done as you want to do, or you're not making the choices you want, or you're not getting out of bed, being active, whatever it might be. But what often happens is we make one poor choice that then spirals into all the next. I can't be bothered to get up. Then when I do get up, I don't really feel like breakfast. So then I don't really bother eating, and I don't have a lot of energy. And then I just don't feel like motivated for doing work. So I start pick up the games controller. Once I've picked up the games controller, I start playing games. Once I start playing games, time spirals on. Then mum or dad tells me off for playing games all the time instead of working. I snap back at them. Then we have this rubbish day where I've not done a lot of things I wanted to do. I've sat around gaming a bit. I've argued with my parents, and it's all just kind of spiraled. But each choice leads to the next. And what we need to understand is that we can intervene at any point. So we can make a bad choice, and it doesn't mean we have to lead to the next bad choice. Ideally, we make decent choices. We wake up, we choose to set the alarm, we choose to get up, we choose to then start our work. But if we don't make the right choice, if we end up deciding the night before not to set the alarm, or we decide that we can't be bothered to start our work, that doesn't mean the rest of our day has to follow. If we make one choice and then recognise that's what's happened, and say, okay, well, I don't feel like it right now, but I'm going to choose to make a different choice next, we can course correct in the middle of our day, and we can take it into a more purposeful, more meaningful day. It's a simple point, but I think it's quite a useful point. This idea that you are in control and small moments dictate your day. Just because you've had one that wasn't great doesn't mean it has to follow with another one that's not great. We don't have to spiral in our days. Next week I'll talk to you about how we can make these positive choices more lightly. Some really good tips in here on the kind of things you can do to make it more likely that you make the right choice. But for today, what I want you to remember is one bad choice doesn't have to lead to the next. Okay, thanks.